All right, there we go. Me and the boys excited. What's going on, everybody? There we go. Whoa. There we go. Gonna take that cat. Yes, sir. Come on. Mm-hmm. Getting the ball today. Come on, can't let them be hitting back like that. Mm-hmm. Cunningham strong. You got him in the eye, baby. Oh, oh, Philly got some chance for us. Okay. Yo, what up, B Sin? Good atmosphere. I like the atmosphere in the arena. No, these guys came out to play tonight, bro. Mm. All right, flagrant one. It's good if you think about it that Pistons really haven't had a good team, but sometimes that changes. It changes around just when you get some better pieces, bro. And that shit started with Cade Cunningham. Now you at least have something that you can build towards. Even though a lot of people are saying that Cade will probably end up leaving, you know, a lot of those fans in there are hungry for good basketball. Just really like kind of it reminds me of how the Knicks were a couple years back before everything started for us. We've had many bad years, and this dude hits another. Looks like he can see clear. Only a 3-point lead. It's a good series either way. I enjoy it. Bridges got to pick it up, man. All right. Bro, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. B said when this series started, a lot of people were like, "Oh, we're gonna sweep him. We're gonna sweep him." I was the first one. I was the first one to tell you that this was gonna be tough. right? And look, it's a tough series, bro. This is not easy. Wow. You think these guys want to lose to us tonight? Hell no. No. Just gotta slow it down a little bit. Don't play into the crowd. Come on, let's go. That's all it is, bro. We just gotta keep hitting back. That's all it is. Don't get too emotional. Don't get too caught up in the crowd. Just play our game. That's all we gotta do. Just play our game. Like we don't gotta go. Nice pass and one. Ah. All right. Come on, come on. It's right here, bro. Like we just gotta keep the pressure on. That's all I'm thinking. Keep the fucking pressure. Yes, sir. Come on. Hell yeah. Silence the crowd. McBride in too for a little bit of corner specialist. You know what I'm saying? Oh damn. That's a tough move. That's a tough move. That's a tough move from Cade Cunningham. Ah. Whew. Tough game tonight, huh? Whew. The thing with them is if you let Detroit stay in this game, they'll beat you. It's not the same Detroit anymore from a couple years ago. And I feel like they're probably like maybe at best a tier below the Knicks, but we're not a complete team, so it's not like we're unbeatable at this point. At least not against them. They got some players on this team, bro. I'm telling you. Mm. Brunson got to be careful. I feel like they're trying to get him another a flagrant foul or something like that. Brunson looks a little bit agitated. Bro, you got to rebound, Mitch. You got to rebound, Mitch. Fuck. Come on. What the fuck, bro? We gotta be very careful here, bro. We need to settle down. This energy is crazy in here. Fuck. Yo, we gotta be. I'm telling you, we gotta be careful tonight. We gotta be careful tonight. Be careful. This game is wild. It's a wild game. Why I keep popping in and out. I'm telling you, it's a wild game tonight. It's a wild game tonight. We gotta be very careful. We gotta be very careful tonight. The Pistons are not playing around with us. They're hanging tough. And this stadium, the energy in the stadium is crazy. It's definitely it's definitely a playoff atmosphere. And just look at the way just the energy on the court, like high intensity, high level basketball. This is kind of what you've been wanting to see. But for the Knicks, we got to be careful because here we go. That's what we need. We need defense. Here we go. Here we go. Run it up quick. OG to the right and lost it. But that's the type of game it is. Back and forth. Perfect example. Back and forth game. But we're in this game. We got to win tonight. That's all I can say. We got to win tonight. Oh! Oh! I was just about to post and tell you that it was a wild game. But this is the type of energy. this is the this is the Pistons of the old days. I'm telling you, Cat got involved there real quick. Hold on. You, yeah, no, it's that type of energy tonight. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of pushing and shoving going on. A lot of pushing and shoving going on. Cat ain't soft. We told y'all. yeah, Cat. Yeah, Cat. Yeah. Playoff basketball. I'm telling you, man, it's a tough series, man. Nobody backing down. That's what you want to see. Nobody backing down. That's what you want to see. Hell yeah, bro. You can't don't let that happen. And a lot of the times for the rebound, one of the first rebounds when Mitch came into the game, he kind of got out muscled in there that time. I noticed that. You can't let these guys pressure. But I think that, and I was just about to say that, you know, we're kind of we're getting caught up in this stuff too much a little bit. The referee, like last game was, oh, the referees this, the referees that. You know, you can't be worried about that. You just got to play your game. I think we're getting caught up a little bit too much in that, but at the same time, you can't let people bully you. Nice rebound, Mitch. There you go. Way to rebound. Mm. Yo, what up, DJ? Tough game tonight, huh? Grimes. Nah, I thought that Grimes is on Philly. Yeah, he's on the Sixers. Even though same colors though. I was thinking about that for a second. He's doing good on the Sixers too. Yeah. But Grimes is always a little bit of a tweak and a shot away from being a really good player. He just never got the space on this team. Here we go. Looked good from campaign. I thought it had a chance. Bro, this guy's Schroeder, bro. He's getting back to his best basketball, I think. Probably his best basketball since the Lakers. Mm. Mm. This reminds me of the Garden. Usually, that's how the Garden is on a night that's rocky. There haven't been many games I feel like that the crowd was really that loud against us, and I think it's playing a factor in how we're coming out. Yeah, it looked like a foul. Honestly, I'm not sure why they challenged that one. don't understand that sometimes. You got coaches making challenges on things that just it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make it. Maybe that's an emotional challenge, but not the one I would have challenged. Hmm. Nice move. Needed that. Needed that. Looks like we quieted the storm a little bit. Sometimes the crowd plays a big factor in the players' energy. Yo, this dude Schroeder is not missing, bro. Needed that. Good shit campaign. Ah, good. We survived that. We're gonna have to be creative. Shit is it's close the whole way. What the fuck is going on, man? Look good, cat. It's fucking crazy ass pace. The speed of the game is ridiculous. Ah, shit. He traveled, did he? No, he called a foul. I don't like the fact that Cat is just looking for that jumper a little too much. Kickball. I feel like Cat is looking for the jumper too much, bro. I really do. Bro, these guys have crazy energy right now at home, man. This is not good. This is not good at all. Fuck. Fucking building is crazy. Oh man. Oh boy. I don't know, like everybody's like, oh, we won Boston. We won Boston. Bro, we're gonna have to get past we're gonna have to get past we're gonna have to get past the Pistons first, bro. A game in ups and downs, and it'll probably come down to the end of the game. Really, that's the only way to beat these guys tonight. That's why I said I wish we didn't lose that last game because you could have gone up 3-0, right? You play the if you're gonna play the first couple at home. I always said it was probably gonna be 5 games. Tim Hardaway is fucking playing his fucking out of his mind. There we go. But we're in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Game of ups and downs, but we're in the fight. Shit, this is a dangerous. This game right here is it's a dangerous game tonight, bro. Holy shit. Oh, what? How? Come on, cats. Battle. There we go. Phew. Yeah, Mikel won't be here next year. I don't think. Mikel has played himself off this team, and he shot down his value, which is nowhere near what we got for him. But well, what we had to get for him. But well, there's your boy. Not really. I don't think that it's feasible. I think losing DiVincenzo really. Okay, the truth is that Cat wouldn't be here if DiVincenzo left. But a player like DiVincenzo is more valued to me most nights than Mikael Bridges is, based on what you showed me this year. Even though on face value alone, at the start of at the end of last year, starting this season now that's almost over, that move for Mikael would have been a no-brainer, but it hasn't worked. And most of our moves have worked up until that point. So I don't know. You probably could have gotten something else, but that's the game. Sometimes you make a tough decision and you take a risk. Look at the fucking Mavs. You know, the people criticizing the Mavs are criticizing them after all the injuries happened. Without it, the Mavs team would have been really, really good. I think long term, probably better than if Lucas stayed. But sometimes you make a decision and it doesn't work the way you thought it would. So, I'm not mad at us for trying it. I just don't think that Mikel is what we thought he was. Some especially a guy who never really had to perform in moments where people were really watching him. Yeah, he played well in Brooklyn, but that's kind of low pressure. And the same for Phoenix, where there were other guys who were better. So he was more of a role playing guy in Phoenix, and then he was the guy in Brooklyn, but he wasn't really playing for much. So it's different, So do I think it could still work? Probably not. I think the Knicks got a lot, at least two. Ooh, I think the Knicks need at least a center and probably another forward, and then fill out the bench. So I don't think I would pay 30 million. Long story short. Awkward for Mananobi, but it worked. Knicks back up. What? No way. Come on, that's a foul. Yes, I know that. I know that he's a better all-around player, but sometimes that doesn't work as well in the system that you play. Dante would have been better in the system that he plays here than Bridges does here when he's playing with us. That's the problem I have with it. And I know that Dante is a role player, but he fit better. He fit better here with what we were going for. You know, and part of that is that besides Brunson, the other guys aren't as consistent. But I thought that Bridges would have been a number two guy at least. And on most nights, Bridges is lucky to be the number three. So how did that happen? That wasn't supposed to be the deal. That wasn't supposed to be the case. The case was supposed to be that Bridges was going to come here and he was going to really take off pressure of Brunson. And he plays a lot of minutes. It's not like he's not playing minutes. I think that a lot of times Bridges rushes his shot and instead of trusting his mid range and finding other creative ways to score, I think he overshoots sometimes. He's shooting too much and it brings him cold and he doesn't have good rhythm. But then he has a game or so where he's scoring like 25, 30, and then you're like, oh, okay, like that's what we've been missing. I think you can do that consistent basis, but I've never seen Bridges do that shit consistently for like 6 games straight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but the problem is now you see what sucks now. Good role players are hard to find. And even Dante now, you're not going to be able to get him back like that. You know, for example, the Wolves aren't going to let him go. And as good as I think Mikal Bridges is, I don't think it's working here for him. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's working. Now the Knicks could have an opposite opinion and say, you know what? All we need to do is get a center in here and get maybe two guys off the bench that are better, and we run it back. Because the Mikal Bridges thing is not the primary problem. It's probably the second or third, probably the third problem we have. But the first problem we have is that we don't have a center. And the second problem is that we don't have a bench. If you have a center and a bench, this team just off of chemistry would flow way better. So I think that if they decide to keep him here, it's because they're gonna address the other issues. And other guys will probably even Deuce this year has not solidified himself to stay on this team. Last year he did, this year he did not. So everything is up for grabs. The Mikel issue is probably the third issue, but I know what you're saying. He's a better overall player than Dante. I know that, but I'm saying that at this point, you're not even going to get Dante easy like that. So they might stick with Mikel if they're willing to pay the money, and then see how we can get a better center. Because just having a center, it would free up Cat so much, and then getting a bench together, which you can always find guys to fill out the bench. That's probably the only mistake. The only mistake this off season was not having a true center. I really believe that it would have fixed so many problems. I really do. I think it would have fixed most problems. Yes, Deuce is replaceable. Yes, that's why I'm saying this year. Like, if you would have told me last year, I would know. I would have told you no. I want to see Deuce develop. And this year, I'm like, honestly, I don't even like the way Deuce looks right now. Deuce looks like you'll probably, because this team honestly is supposed to be better than what they've played. Even though we're still what are we, like the third seed? We're not a bad team. You know what I'm saying? We're a good team. We're not a great team. To be a great team, you're gonna have to change some of those guys around that really haven't showed you. Nice rebound. Knicks back up. And Anobi again. And Anobi on his day when he's shooting, he's very good. defensively, we know what he can do. Nice move. Nice, Mikal. Defense, he does that well. And maybe, you know what, maybe Mikel wasn't meant to run as a number two guy. Maybe he's kind of like a three guy, the third guy on a team that has talent. You know, because a player on a team that has talent plays totally different on a team that has nobody around him, which is what it was true for Mikel, definitely in Brooklyn. Knicks kind of put on some pressure in the second half, in the second quarter. I like to see that. Bridges, there you go. Right on cue. He's not going to hit every time, but when he does, it's a nice bucket. Now the Knicks have taken back control. I like this, the way it feels better. We needed to work, we needed to grind, but it's getting where we need it to be. I think Beasley can shoot too. He's a good player. Very good player. 13-point lead at the half. They are. Those boys are good, right? You're not going. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like that though. I like that for the Pistons. I really do. I like that for the Pistons that they're you've been not a good team. You haven't been a good team for years. You haven't been a good team for years, and finally, with the addition of some experienced players and youth, you got something. You know, like we know how that feels. We were in that position maybe like 3 4 years ago. The transition of not having a good team to having something decent. That's just good for basketball. Honestly, it's good for the Eastern Conference. I know there are rivals, but just looking at the box score real quick because you guys love the box scores. 18 minutes, Mikael Bridges, 4 subs from the field, 2 or 3 from three, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 10 points. Solid, solid. It's not great. You would have hoped he would have had at least 15 to 17 by now. But I think he's contributed in other areas, especially on defense, which in basketball, sometimes defense always just gets overlooked because we're focused on the scoring and the highlight plays. He's still a very good defender, uh, and you know how Tibbs values that. Now, when games are tough, he's not always the first option, but he does give you a little bucket sometimes, and he's capable of exploding for 25 sometimes as well. So it's decent. I would have liked him to have maybe 5 more points, but I think overall he's honestly played pretty good because on defense we have needed help and he stepped up. And Anobi is having a very quietly good game. 20 minutes, 6 to 10 from the field, 3 to 6 from three, 3 to 4 from the free throw line, 1 assist, 1 block, 18 points. He's a plus 15 for a reason. This guy's legit, bro. I'm telling you, guy's a very good player. Probably my favorite player on the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? It's really a it's really different to watch him because I haven't seen someone like him in a long time for the Knicks, and that's why he's on the highlight reel right now. He can shoot, he can defend. You know what I'm saying? He's active around the hoop. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's really pleasure to watch him, and you're gonna see over the years, no matter how long he stays, he's gonna. I think he's gonna end up as if God willing he stays healthy. He's gonna be one of the like all time Knicks. OG Ananobi, probably the best pickup we had. You know, and that probably goes in a way. Sometimes it goes past Brunson, even though Brunson started this whole shit. But you know my guy, that's OG. Cat had a good game, good bounce back game. He was on fire early on. 21 minutes, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 17 points. He wasn't playing around. He didn't really get many. He didn't really get many touches in the fourth. You know what I'm saying? So he made up for it. You know, the players hear the noise that the commentators and everybody else talk about. So if there's a period of time when they aren't playing well, they're gonna remember that. Especially if it's towards the end of the game, he's gonna try and come out. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna try and come out and show people that he's not what they say he is. So you know, I wasn't surprised that he came out firing. It's just that the Pistons came out firing too. That's how that goes. But it's good that we've got guys that are competing and guys that aren't backing down. You know what I'm saying? Because you need that. You know, you really, really need that. Um, Jalen Brunson, he's played okay. I think the crowd and the players have gotten to him a little bit. Doesn't show a lot of emotion sometimes. Sometimes he does, which he's allowed to do. He's human. But I'm saying that it's gotten to him a little bit. They're on him. They're defending him. You know, crowd is on him. Players are trying to double him, trying to deny him the ball. He's played all right. How many assists does he has? He has 5 assists. So remember my rule. This is my Brunson rule. If Brunson gets 5 assists or more, I'm happy. You know, 5 assists or more, and he has 5 at the half. It's a very important stat because for him now, I don't think it's about scoring anymore. Now that you have more help, you got to move that ball, and he has. You know, Josh Hart quiet, but he's at the same time contributed in ways you don't see. The first thing I was gonna say, rebounding. Second thing I was gonna say, assist. Well, really, the assist came first because I think he had 5 assists like real quick. Don't see the points, but you know you don't need to with him. That's not really his game. Josh Hart is not there to really score. Josh Hart is to kind of be like a Swiss Army knife. You know what I'm saying? And he's contributing, although in the end he might not be a starter. That might be something that we're gonna look at and say, you know what, we're gonna have to swap that around for somebody else. And he wouldn't mind coming off the bench and lead the second unit. Josh Hart will do whatever needs to be done. And yeah, everybody else off the bench, really nothing. Nothing. Mitchell Robinson, you know, really nothing. Maybe 2 rebounds. Campaign hit a nice little 3 pointer. That was about it. He looked like he was about to get active, but he didn't play many minutes to really get hot. But he looked like he was ready, you know, and he stays ready. I like that about him. Deuce, nothing for Deuce right now, and same for Shamit really to commentate on. You hope there's more, but Knicks need a forward to come off the bench. That's what they need. And these two are guards, so you're not really getting that. Achua has not played today. No Hawkporty, no Kolek. Not that type of game. Tibbs has his rotation. He's going to stick with that shit. It's crazy that Porzingis went on to Boston, won a championship, and proved a lot of people wrong. Proved a lot of people wrong. Got stronger, bulked up, right? Yeah, now you need finesse in your team. You need a good point guard, a good center, or guys who are really capable of rebounding, and then you just need good team chemistry. And if you don't believe me, the Miami Heat were making the finals for a long time, just having good team chemistry with Jimmy Butler and those guys. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really have that big three shit. That's LeBron who did that shit. It's crazy that Wembanyama is that big, bro. What the fuck? Okay. I was thinking about making some more potato. I don't know if I. Maybe I can cut up some potato real quick. All right. Okay. Game is close. I think it's gonna be close all the way though, DJ. It's gonna be close all the way. God damn it. What do you think, B Sims? Are we gonna carry it all the way? Or do you think the Pistons gonna come back? I feel like the Pistons have a comeback in them, man. I don't know. Is that Jared Jack? Is that Jared Jack? I remember that guy. Oh, nice move, Cat. Hell yeah. Nice move. Holy shit. It's a tough game. Nice move, Cat. Nice. Yep. Josh Hart saw that all the way. Yep. I don't know, man. It's a game that just goes back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, I know it's tough. I think it's tough, but there hasn't been a point in the game where the Pistons weren't battling us. That's why it is possible to lose tonight. I'm just gonna be honest. It's possible that we can lose this one tonight because we're holding on by a thread, and I think the Pistons they're about to make another run. Now it's really Brunson's time to try and take over too. If Hardaway hits this, don't let that boy Hardaway get hot. Come on, cat. Come on. Come on, Bridges. Hmm. A battle for a battle. Jalen Brunson. Yeah. Feel better about the game now, B Sim? OG. Watch the steal, Brunson. Watch the steal. Nice move. Yeah, but he doesn't do that. He's not gonna draw up plays or nothing like that. They might move on from him, bro. I'm telling you. There's been talk about it. That's what you get when you get a lot of young guys in the same lineup. Sometimes energy is high, but discipline usually is lower. Yes, sir, Deuce. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looks like the Knicks are quietly pulling away. Quietly pulling away on the Knicks. That's what DJ was asking for, putting them away. I think these guys are now running out of energy. Because on paper we're just a more talented team. So if you can't constantly hit back and then take the lead and then keep it, it just gets a little bit more tiring. But job's not done. So good third, finish them in the fourth. Game is over. Exactly. Job's not done. These guys can play. Fucking Butterfingers. Just like that, they start off with energy. That's not how you want them to start. Yeah, I mean, a guy like Mitch has never had that. I think for those that are Knicks fans, you wouldn't be that high on Mitchell Robinson just based on that. He's a very limited center in today's NBA, and you see that turnover right there. That's caused by Mitchell Robinson really not having much else, maybe besides the alley oop threat. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. We need to move on from him as soon as possible. But that mid range is nice. That's the one thing I'd always say about him. Sometimes the threes don't go, but that mid range, bro, that's his bread and butter, bro. Just off that, he gets like 20 easy. Malik Beasley. Job's not done, guys. Job's not done. There you go, Mitch. That's the one thing Mitch got. He got a little putback. Sometimes alley oop, even though it's not many times. See, that's the one I don't like Bridges to take. But you see what I'm saying? He hit the mid range, Mikel, and then he takes that rush three that I was talking about before. That's to me, that's always a bad shot for him. Usually, I never seen him make that. There we go, Brunson in the clutch, in the clutch. Jalen Brunson. Ah, this type of series, man. This type of series is no joke. Travel. Hmm. It's getting chippy again. It's getting chippy again. Hmm. There we go. Come on. You know what? Maybe this tough battle is what you need, right? Maybe this tough battle is what you need. Maybe this is what you need. Hmm. Ah, Brunson went for the steal. it's understandable to go for the steal, but you don't want to give up that three. You know. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Remember the two runs we were talking about? The first run kind of came and went, like it wasn't really a run, but this one was. Oh boy, this is not good. Well, let's find out what we made of. We'll see what the end brings. Ah, we needed that. Oh, woo! Needed that. Sheesh. Needed that. Okay. Damn it. Just got to be patient. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh boy. I keep saying oh boy because that's all I can really say. Let's go! Come on! Let's go. Brunson take over. Brunson take over. I knew at this point you just need somebody to take over. That's why you got Jalen Brunson. Because talent for talent right now, I just think our team chemistry is not good enough to beat them straight up. But what we have players that can take over when we need to. And Jalen Brunson is that type of guy that can do that. You need that. You really need that. I'm telling you. Not once, you'll see it again. Wow. I tell you, that's what you need. Clutch. No, it's not over. But this is what I was thinking. I was thinking the whole time. You were talent for talent. The Pistons are as good as we are. Our team chemistry isn't good enough to beat them like that, talent wise. But it will need somebody. It will take somebody just taking over for us to win. And it looks like Jalen Brunson has decided to do that. Fuck. There you go. So now, depending on how fast the Pistons score, if you let enough clock go and you defend this possession well, if they don't score, you're in a good position. Fuck. And just like that, exactly what you don't want. No foul. Jesus. There we go. Should just about do it. Just no those silly fouls. We tend to do that sometimes. No silly fouls. Ah, we lucky Cade missed that. That should look good from where it was. That's the game. That's it. Oh, they call it a jump ball. Still dangerous. Looks like we're just about home and dry. Crazier things have happened if you somehow tap it, or it gets to the corner. You can shoot a three here. I told you it's not over. I fucking told you. I told you it's not over. I told you it's not over. Exactly what I said. Exactly what I said just happened. Exactly what I said just happened. Still not over. You get a tap or you get it to one of the corners. You get a three. It's not over. Exactly what happened. Okay, but still, we called the timeout. You advance the ball. If the ball gets inbound, somebody's gonna get fouled. Get it to our shooters. We'll probably lock it up on free throws. Those aren't real fans. Those aren't real fans. There's no way you're leaving the stadium with a 3-point game in a playoff game if you're a Pistons fan. Those aren't real fans, bro. Tickets probably cheaper. Well, maybe not. I don't know how expensive tickets are in Detroit for a playoff game. It can't be that high. But hey, 3-point game is plenty of time. And as long as we get the ball in, I would feel okay. If we get the ball in, we're good. It almost looked like a backcourt. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is it a backcourt? Nah, I don't think he took the dribble in the front court, then went to the back court. I think he caught it in the back court, which is what you're allowed to do. It was close though. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna lock this up on free throws. Let's wrap it up here. Detroit got a timeout. They got it. Oh, he missed that. They did call timeout. Hey, listen, it's not impossible. You gotta. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just about to say that you're better off missing that second one badly to have no time remaining than making it because now you give them a chance to at least throw the ball in. And I've seen crazy shit. I know we've all seen crazy shit over the years. Somebody inbounding it from the other half of the court. So you make this one, miss the next one. But maybe Tibbs is not like that, and Tibbs will decide to just make both. You know what? Clyde used to say, "Make it no matter what." So I'm gonna go with "make it." Holy shit! It looked premature. In fact, it looked like the timekeeper hit the buzzer while it was on the back of the hoop. Maybe was it premature? Hmm. That's crazy. I never seen that before. But the clock doesn't start on the rebound. The clock. That's a dubious call. If something happens here, I am telling you, they got a free play, a timeout basically. They were out of timeouts. Wow, that's crazy. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Ball don't lie. Bye bye. What a strange way to end the game. What the fuck is going on? That is strange, man. I've never seen that before. So the clock operator, to me, that shit is so dubious, bro. That's not fair. I don't think it's fair, but it is what it is. We're here now. What is the official rule on that, game over? Thank you, thank you. 118, 116. It's a good win. It was a tough win. Strange way to end the game. Dubious call. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the referees and timekeeper, whatever, in Detroit. We do deserve to win this one, though. I'm not gonna lie. 30 for Towns, 30 for Brunson. Crazy, crazy. All right, we're up 2-1. Well deserved, bro. That shit was to me. I wonder what's the rule on that though. So there's 5/10 of a second left. You miss the free throw. The shot operator basically sounds the horn early, and as a result, the other team gets an advantage, gets a timeout, and gets to inbound the ball. What the fuck is that? Only Carl Anthony Towns' second 30-point game in playoffs. All right, not gonna lie, I did enjoy this stream. I hope you guys did too. I know we're not at a million, but I think as long as we enjoy the game and we're just enjoying it in general, man. That's all that matters to me. Whenever it blows up, it blows up. Let me just look at the final stats here. Everyone ended up pretty solid, I thought. 39 minutes for Bridges, 7 to 13 from the field, 3 to 6 from three, 3 to 3 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 20 points. OG Ananobi, 43 points, 43 minutes, 7 to 17 from the field, 3 to 8 from three, 5 to 6 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 block, 2 steals, 22. Excellent. Mikael Bridges came back excellent. I like the way that if you look at the spread, it looks very nice. Karl Anthony Towns, 41 minutes, 10 to 18 from the field, 4 8 from three, 7 to 7 from the free throw line. That's excellent. 8 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 31 points. Excellent. 39 minutes for Jalen Brunson, 9 to 20 from the field, 1 to 7 from three, 11 to 13 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 block, 30 points. Josh Hart, 41 minutes, 3 to 7 from the field, no threes, no free throws, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 6 points. That's a phenomenal stat for a guy who's really not that big to get that many rebounds and then get all these assists. Forget the points. And that's really where the whole game came from. Nobody else really contributed like that, which it shows you our glaring weakness, which is the bench. But you know what? If these guys get it done like that, we'll still beat the Pistons. You know, might not be a straightforward, easy win, but we'll beat them. It's a good win. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That was a tough game. That was a tough, tough, tough game. That was a tough game. Uh, in the end, yeah. See, I'll say that too. Rather you beat them by two, you beat them by 15, or you beat them by 30. If you beat them, you beat them. I'll take it. And on that note, yeah, we're going back home. We need that. I don't want to play in. I don't want to play in Detroit, bro. That shit is a lot. I don't want to play in Detroit. And on that note, I think I'm out here, brother. Thank you, man, for still supporting. And I know we're not at like 100 views, but who cares, man? As long as you're enjoying the streams, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Yes, sir. Playoffs and back. Whether the Knicks are on it, whether the Knicks are in it or not, I'm still here during the playoffs. Maybe make some more videos and see where the channel takes me. A lot of people are saying that they really do like the shorts. You know what I'm saying? So it's a process, man. The one thing I keep thinking about is anything that you do, if you want it to work, you just got to keep on doing it any way you know how. Some people they have crazy results and you see all these likes and views, and some people take years to build something that's incredible. So I don't mind taking a long road in the end to build something really great. So in the end, if you do it because you like to do it, that's why you should be doing it. I don't really care any other way to do the streams because of that, because I enjoy it. I enjoy talking about the game. I enjoy watching the game. I like to hear other people talk about the game. So that's most important for me. And I thought that I can do it in an original way. and that's why you do it. But on that note, if you enjoyed the stream, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Sunday, I think it's about 12:30 Sunday. Back at home where we like to be. I think you win another time, win another game or so, and then you're pretty much good. It's gonna be a good test for us, and I'll see y'all later, man. Peace. I'm out. Appreciate you, B Sim, DJ, Devin. Hell yeah.